When someone insults you, the ordinary mind immediately feels wounded, triggered, eager to respond, to defend its pride. But the truth is far darker and far more useful. Every insult is a confession. The words they use against you are not born from power. They are born from a place of smallness, fear, and envy. The one who insults you has revealed something, not about you, but about themselves. Their insult is not a reflection of your character. It is a mirror reflecting their inner decay. Insults are the desperate attempts of the weak to remind themselves they still matter in a world that ignores them. It is the noise of impotence disguised as confidence. The moment you realize this, you gain power over them. You begin to see their words as a report of their emotional state. The cruel tone, the sarcasm, the smirk, all of it is a performance to mask their own insecurity. When someone throws words meant to hurt you, they are exposing where they feel powerless. The loudest critic often envies your strength, your calmness, your focus, your rising position. Their insult is the sound of fear trying to disguise itself as courage. It is not an attack, it is an admission that they see in you something they cannot control, something that reminds them of their own inadequacy. The powerful individual does not react, he watches. He reads the pattern. He studies the insult as a soldier studies an enemy's movement, because he knows that in every insult lies intelligence. What do they envy? What do they fear? What do they feel threatened by? When someone insults you, they accidentally reveal the map of their insecurity. The one who can read it becomes untouchable, for every word that comes against him becomes a tool for understanding human weakness. This is why the wise appear calm under insult. It is not indifference, it is analysis. The fool reacts because he sees insult as offense. The strategist listens because he sees insult as information. The difference between them is control. The fool's emotions become his master. The strategist's emotions serve his advantage. The one who can stand still while others attempt to provoke him has already won. He has turned the insult into evidence of superiority. Those who insult you are not challenging your power, they are confirming it. They insult to test if it's real, if it's stable, if it can be shaken. When you do not react, you show them it is absolute. Because true power does not explain itself, it does not argue, it does not defend. It observes, remembers, and continues forward without acknowledgement, knowing that every insult thrown is nothing more than the echo of a lesser soul, trying to be heard in the presence of strength. The greatest mistake a person can make when insulted is to answer immediately. The impulse to defend, to justify, or to retaliate is the sign of one who has not yet mastered himself. Power is not in the reaction, it is in the restraint. The ability to remain composed when attacked reveals a level of control that cannot be faked. The untrained mind believes that silence is weakness, but in truth, silence is strategy. The moment you speak in anger, you give your opponent something to work with. You reveal your emotions, your pain, and your limits. When you remain still, when you do not react, you create uncertainty in their mind. They begin to question whether their insult even reached you, whether it mattered at all. And that doubt is the first step toward your victory. To control your reaction is to own the battlefield of perception. When people try to insult you, they are not just throwing words, they are seeking control over your emotional state. They want to see you flinch, to make you reveal what hurts you, to feel the satisfaction of being able to move you. The moment you react, they win. But if you remain calm, if you maintain a face that shows no crack, you return their attack to them like a mirror. They end up confronting their own frustration. The power shifts instantly from the one who insults to the one who does not respond, because true control is silent, and silence terrifies those who depend on chaos. Composure is not passivity, it is discipline disguised as serenity. The composed man is not weak, he is waiting. He studies the enemy's emotional rhythm and learns the weaknesses hidden in their speech. Every insult is a test, every reaction a measurement. The one who stays calm learns the other's nature. The one who reacts teaches the other how to manipulate him. Control of reaction is, therefore, the highest form of intelligence in human interaction. It turns emotional attacks into moments of clarity. You see who is trying to provoke you, who is threatened by you, who seeks validation from your pain. The person who cannot be provoked is untouchable. He becomes a wall against which all insults break and fall back in silence. His calmness becomes heavier than their words, his restraint louder than their anger. People begin to sense that no insult can pierce his mind. And in that realization, they lose interest in attacking him altogether, because to insult someone who does not respond feels like shouting into a void. It gives no satisfaction, no reaction. no victory. The one who controls his reaction controls the energy of every room he walks into, turning potential conflict into silent submission. Every insult carries hidden information, but only the perceptive mind can recognize it. When someone mocks you, they are not simply expressing dislike. They are revealing what they notice, what they envy, and what they fear. Words spoken in anger or jealousy are raw, unfiltered data. They escape the mouth before the mind can disguise them. Within them lies truth. Not the truth about who you are, but about how others perceive your power. The wise understand that insults are messages from the subconscious of the weak. They expose insecurities, alliances, and silent conversations that occur when you're not present. If you learn to listen with detachment, every insult becomes a window into the psychology of others. Do not waste energy being offended. Use it to gather intelligence. The one who insults you tells you more than they intend. Their tone, their choice of words, the audience they select, all of it speaks volumes. A person who insults you in public seeks validation. A person who whispers it in private fears your retaliation. A person who attacks your strengths is revealing what they wish they had. A person who mocks your flaws is showing you where they think you are vulnerable. This information is priceless. It allows you to predict behavior, understand motives, and uncover invisible hierarchies in the minds of others. You become a silent observer, turning their aggression into your advantage. The fool hears an insult and feels pain. The strategist hears an insult and gathers evidence. Every insult can be dissected, analyzed, and archived. It is a map of the enemy's thinking, a clue to what triggers them. When you learn to view insults this way, emotion fades and clarity rises. You stop seeing the attack as personal and start seeing it as tactical. You stop defending yourself and start decoding the enemy. This shift in perception transforms you from prey to predator, from target to tactician. In social environments, insults expose alliances. Who laughs, who stays silent, who changes the subject. These are signs of hidden loyalties. The insult is merely the spark that illuminates the dark corners of human connection. By observing reactions, you learn who secretly admires you, who secretly despises you, and who pretends neutrality while waiting to take sides. This knowledge allows you to maneuver with precision, rewarding those who show restraint and keeping at a distance those who reveal deceit. Turning insults into information is not emotional detachment, it is psychological warfare. You must train your mind to filter emotion from data. Every insult you collect adds to your understanding of human nature. Over time, you become fluent in the language of envy and insecurity, able to read intent not through smiles or compliments, but through the cracks revealed by hostility. When you respond to an insult, you lower yourself to the level of the one who delivered it. In that moment, equality is created where superiority once existed. The art of true power lies in indifference. Indifference is not apathy, it is dominance expressed through calmness. It is the ability to remain unmoved when others attempt to disturb your balance. Those who seek to provoke you depend on your reaction to feel relevant. Your silence denies them that relevance. It starves them of the validation they crave. The one who can remain indifferent transforms the insult into a mirror that reflects the smallness of the aggressor, not the woundedness of the target. Indifference is a weapon disguised as stillness. It makes people question their own strength. They expect confrontation, anger, retaliation, and when they receive nothing, they feel their power evaporate. The man who is indifferent under insult holds the highest ground because he cannot be controlled through emotion. His calmness creates mystery. It makes others wonder what kind of strength lies behind his stillness. This confusion slowly evolves into respect, and often into fear. People fear what they cannot predict, and nothing is less predictable than the person who does not react. To master indifference is to master perception. The world watches not only how you act, but how you respond. A single display of anger can undo years of composure. A single reaction can reveal insecurity that others never suspected. But when your face remains calm, when your words remain measured, you communicate that no insult can reach you. You turn yourself into something untouchable, a figure that stands above petty human emotion. That image becomes your armor. People begin to see you as something different, something beyond the reach of ordinary conflict. And in their perception of your strength, your real power multiplies. Indifference also reshapes the battlefield. The one who insults you wants to pull you into chaos, to make you play their emotional game. When you refuse to play, the battlefield disappears and they are left fighting shadows. Their own frustration consumes them, and your lack of response becomes their torment. It is a quiet, invisible victory, one that demands no words, no gestures, only control. Over time, people learn that provoking you leads nowhere. They stop trying. You become the calm center in a world addicted to reaction. Your indifference becomes a symbol of mastery, a silent declaration that you will not be ruled by the emotions of others, and that the throne you sit upon is built not of pride, but of restraint. When someone insults you, they expect a pattern: anger, silence, defensiveness, or retreat. The mind of the average person follows this predictable rhythm, but the strategist knows that power lies in breaking patterns. When the world expects one thing and you deliver the opposite, you seize control of perception. This is the art of psychological reversal, the act of turning insult into theater, humiliation into performance, weakness into dominance. It is not about suppressing your reaction. It is about mastering it so completely that you can redirect it into something that serves your image. When people try to provoke you, they are not attacking you. They are setting the stage for your response. The one who understands this uses the insult as an opportunity to display poise, wit, or humor. You take what was meant to shame you and make it your stage. When someone expects anger, smile. When they expect silence, laugh. When they expect retreat, step forward. The sudden reversal breaks their control over the situation. Their confidence begins to falter because their script no longer works. You've denied them the satisfaction of predictability. This confusion is your weapon. It makes them doubt their ability to affect you, and that doubt weakens their future attempts. People are empowered by reaction. When you deny it or transform it, they lose their footing. The reversal of expectation is the most elegant form of retaliation because it destroys the illusion of control without requiring aggression. This method works because it feeds off psychology. Most people operate on emotional reflexes. They rely on your reaction to confirm that they've struck a nerve, but when your behavior defies logic, they are left without a frame of reference. A smile when insulted is not weakness. It is dominance disguised as serenity. It communicates that you are beyond reach, that their attempt at offense has only entertained you. This inversion of energy transforms insult into spectacle, and you become the director of the scene, while they become the actor trapped in your play. The art of reversal also builds your mystique. People cannot categorize those who do not react in expected ways. They begin to watch you differently, speak of you differently, think of you differently. They wonder what you know that they do not, what allows you to stay composed in moments of tension. That uncertainty becomes influence. It surrounds you with an aura that demands caution, and slowly, without shouting, without fighting, you train the world to handle you with respect. Through unpredictability, you establish control. Through reversal, you reclaim power from those who seek to take it with words. Power does not come from louder voices or sharper words. It comes from mastery over self. Every insult, every provocation, every attempt to break your composure is an invitation to reveal who truly holds control. The weak speak to be heard, the powerful remain silent to be understood. When you stop reacting, you stop being manipulated. You become an observer in a world of noise, calm in a storm of emotion, a presence that unsettles without effort. Let others expose their weakness through words. Your strength will be revealed through restraint. The one who cannot be provoked cannot be defeated.